So, hi, what's up, guys? I hope you all are fine, doing well, and welcome back to Curious Explorer. Today, we are going to know new and interesting facts about the Statue of Liberty, famous monuments in the world. Anyone visiting New York City can see her, but not everyone knows that Lady Liberty has her own secrets. One of them is, she might not even be a lady at all. Haha. So, before starting the video, please watch till the end and like and subscribe and hit the bell icon to all. Without wasting time, let's begin. 7 secrets of the Statue of Liberty most of them don't know. It's all about number 7. It's easy to notice the statue has 7 spikes on its crown, symbolizing universal liberty across the 7 oceans and continents. The less obvious reference to the number 7 is in the number of windows in its head. There are 25 of them, which makes 7. If you add up the digits, there are 16 leaves around the torch, and the monument itself is 151 feet tall. The sum of both of those digits is 7. As well, clearly that number meant a lot for the statue's creators. Fact number 6. Statue of Liberty torch at the 1876 Centennial Exhibition in Philadelphia. Photo via Library of Congress. It might be really hard to picture it, but when the statue actually arrived from France, when the country donated it to the USA on June 17, 1885, it was in over 300 copper pieces. The highly regarded precious cargo was traveling in 214 crates on the French ship Iser. We must note that the arm holding the torch wasn't there yet. It was standing in Madison Square Park for 6 years to help raise money to sponsor the pedestal. 200,000 people came to welcome the statue to the United States as the ship arrived U.S. soil. The official dedication ceremony took place on October 28, 1886, with then U.S. President Grover Cleveland presiding over it. Fact number 5. The face of the Statue of Liberty could be that of a man. Most people think of the Statue of Liberty to be a she, but could it really be a he? A good chunk of people believe it's a representation of the Roman goddess of freedom, Libertas. Though it is widely believed that Bartholdi modeled her face after his mother. Countering this, author Elizabeth Mitchell claims that the sculptor actually used his brother's face as a model. She admitted studying photographs of Bartholdi's family, where she noticed his mother had a different eyebrow shape, thinner nose and lips, and smaller mouth. She also pointed out the striking resemblance between the sculptor's brother in his adult years and the statue. Fact number 4. Another theory was presented by a French writer, Nathalie Salmon, who claims Lady Liberty was modeled after her ancestor Sarah Salmon. According to her, Bartholdi found Sarah's features particularly beautiful. Even though she had immigrated to the United States, she and her husband visited the sculptor at his studio when they briefly went back to Paris in 1875. He could have used that opportunity to draw Sarah, and later used those images as a model. The construction supporting the statue was designed by Gustave Eiffel. The pedestal of the Statue of Liberty was built in Old Fort Wood on Liberty Island. It currently hosts museums that show the history of the statue, with old photographs, videos, recorded oral histories, and the original torch Lady Liberty was holding in 1886. Famous engineer Alexander Gustave Eiffel, sound familiar, helped design the steel internal framework to keep the statue stable. It's strong enough to withstand around 600 volts of lightning a year. When the wind is high, the statue can sway by around 3 inches, and its torch, about 5 inches. 354 steps lead up to the crown of Lady Liberty, which is open to visitors, but the torch is off limits. Speaking of visiting the statue, have you ever been there? I have, and walked all. Number 2. It might have Masonic ties. There's a popular theory claiming that the Statue of Liberty was originally supposed to be dressed as an Arab peasant woman and stand at the southern opening of Egypt's Suez Canal. The ruler of Egypt couldn't afford it, so Bartholdi redesigned it, giving it a different dress and a new name, and sent it as a gift to the American people to celebrate the anniversary of the Number 1. American Revolution. So what does that have to do with the Masons? Well, Bartholdi himself was a Freemason. He represented the French Grand Orient Temple, Masons, hence his interest in Egypt. He supposedly wanted to put the statue there to symbolize the Orient, showing the way the torch Lady Liberty is holding is an important symbol in the Masonic culture. As the Torch of Enlightenment, or the Flaming Torch of Reason, the Masons also took part in the cornerstone laying a ceremony in 1884, and the Grand Master William, a Brody, presided over it in the company of Grand Lodge members. So these were some secrets about. Comment down below how did you like it, and which one was the best according to you. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell icon to all.